is going on in Gotham?
I mean, what isn't going on in Gotham? It's pretty crazy. Yeah. We got monsters running amok. Fish Mooney has now organized them. She's back on the scene, and it's given, at least from my perspective, it's given Penguin something to focus on and to go after. And she, in a way, again, she continually inspires him to be more powerful than he is, and he's just running with it this year.
And when you look at how these characters have evolved, we all have superheroes growing up. Is this like a dream?
It's a pretty great job.
Yeah.
It's a really wonderful job. You know, the thing that's lovely is at the beginning there was some intimidation about like taking on, you know, being the third live-action Riddler and taking on the origin story, which is uncharted. You know, there was plenty to be afraid of. But now, you know, as we're moving into season 3 and the show has really defined itself as a singular entity within the Batman universe, and we have a clear identity. It's just so fun now. Like, we're just relishing in it.
Yeah.
It's a good point you made about having a show having an identity, because the characters you all play are so identifiable. I mean, through generations.
Yes.
Yeah. How much pressure is that?
You know, starting out, I personally felt a lot of pressure just because, to follow in the footsteps of Burgess Meredith and Danny DeVito, it's no small feat. And, you know, so
they actually both had very small feet.
That makes perfect sense, actually.
That's
now
a good
that
point.
I said
He's here all week.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, but once we sort of got into it, and once we were on our feet doing the show, like, I think we all sort of, we now have ownership over these characters. It feels like my interpretation is mine alone, and I feel like I have, you know, the license to bring that to life. I mean, yeah.
And for you?
Yeah, but when we started, I jumped into the comics because I didn't spend time as a kid reading comics, which is unfortunate. But when I did that, the thing that was really cool was seeing over the 7 decades of these comics how much has changed. Every time an artist comes in, you know, Edward Nygma looks different. Yeah. Every time a new writer comes in, his darkness kind of changes. So I did feel like we were able to kind of put our own stamp on these characters and be a bit unapologetic about it, you know, and hope that it was one that people really liked.
Yeah. And how has this character changed, either of you, really quickly?
Oh, man. Well, you know, I've never played a character this long, you know, and so it's like really living in his skin. I mean, it's been sort of a remarkable experience, and I guess, like, you know, in a way, like, I feel like the Penguin is an extremely ambitious, a very confident person, you know, even though the way he looks and the way he acts. But I feel like some of that has come off onto me. Like, I feel more confident. I'm not as afraid of being of failing. You know, it's I would say that. Yeah.
Oh gosh, I don't know how the character has necessarily changed me, but the experience of being in this show certainly has. You know, being attached to something I'm really proud of, and to be doing something for such a long time that is constantly evolving. You know, we both come from a theater background, and to do one show over many, many months, you feel an adjustment and things change, but it's still the same material. To get to be the same person and go through so many experiences with him, I haven't. It's rare that you get to feel like you understand a character because you've experienced so much with them. And it's not just things you've created in your head as a backstory, but you're actually living through it. It's nice.